Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New England Patriots. On the Browns sideline, there you see head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys have really let their season get away from them pretty early here, still winless at this point of the year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And at quarterback, a longtime signal caller in the National Football League, former Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
Flacco. Open man, that's Tillman. And he is going to have the Browns first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
The Browns first down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Browns.
Play action. Flacco. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Flacco. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Hunter Henry brings it in. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Escapes the defender. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Milton Williams racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First down. 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Flacco. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a carry for Algier headed right. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Flacco. He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Keon White in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Here's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. 4 on Patriots. First down.
The Patriots at 4-3, a game over 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
You look at this Browns defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And in order to improve their ranking and play the kind of game that they want, they've got to continue to make plays like the one we just saw there. Because if you stop these teams a few times along the way, maybe some frustration kicks in. And all of a sudden, not only does your ranking improve, but your game performance does as well.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw, it's May. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. That one good for 24 yards.
And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's May. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jordan Hicks buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw, May. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Brings up 4th down. Bryce Behringer in punt formation for the Patriots.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll run for it with Algier. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. That defense just did not budge, and now your punter. Well, this is why you pay him.
It is. It's exactly why you pay him. But what he's got to be thinking about are a couple of things. Number 1, don't step back. Could be a safety. Number 2, cut down your time on your mechanics. If you're a 2-step punter, it needs to be 1 step and get rid of the football.
On the return is Jones. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw with May. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To the air, May. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Passing play, Flacco. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Algier going straight ahead. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. On the sneak, here's Flacco. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you expect it to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Browns 1st down.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Flacco. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Flacco looks to throw. And he is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's another Browns 1st down.
Trying the left side with Algier. Fights through, and now a crease. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. 2nd down and a yard. This is Ford. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And the Browns 1st down. 1st and goal.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Brought down at the 4-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they show jet sweep it instead, a run up the middle here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tyler Algier, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New England's offense set to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Throwing here is May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Patriots.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, May with it. Out right to Bourne. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Short pass caught by Henry. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. They'll drop to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Patriots 7.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Setting up to throw, Flacco. That is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Flacco. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. From the shotgun, it's May. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Short pass caught by Henry. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll look to throw again. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards.
Back to throw again. Short pass caught by Henry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now a signal and a timeout call as he comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First down.
They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Patriots! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So 6 seconds, all that remains in this first half as the kick is away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Pats offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
3 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Left side caught by Diggs. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Stephon Diggs. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here's May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Patriots first down.
If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air, but his ability to break
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Myles Garrett able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They set up the screen for Stevenson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Starting the drive with Algier. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now 2nd and 5. Algier with another carry. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. Flacco from the gun. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The Browns send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. To throw, it's May. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
At the Browns' 42-yard line.
Now a handoff. Stevenson. Past the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Looking to throw. May. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Henry. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
They'll throw with May. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. To the air, May. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carson Schlesinger in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And his kick is indeed good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. The Browns set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Brings up 3rd.
And Flacco keeps it himself. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Browns first down. A gain of 1 yard. First down, Cleveland.
Flacco will use the arm this time. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. Fights through him. And stiff arm number 2. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
It's a pickup of 44 yards. And the Patriots first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Back to Stevenson on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Carson Schlesinger on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run once more with Stevenson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing here is May. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Browns getting set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. To pass, Flacco. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. Shifts by him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard
Partner,
line.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
He was brought down by Malik Collins. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On the handoff, Stevenson. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 22.
Jordan Hicks brought him down. That's a gain of 6.
Now May on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
Andy Borregala is on for the Patriots field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Cleveland offense making their way out. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the gun, Flacco.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Marcus Jones picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and saying, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
So the Patriots coming out now.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll take this down to the 33.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A give for Stevenson, running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
Setting up a screen for Stevenson. He's got room to roam.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
May now off the bootleg.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
From the gun, it's May.
Well, this complete to Henry over the middle. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Andres Borregales on for the field goal.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And the Browns, first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Jabril Peppers. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Flacco. That's caught left side by Judy. And he's brought down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flacco. Pass caught by Fannin. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll go down at the 28.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Browns first down.
Now Flacco. This is caught. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's another Browns
Flacco. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Flacco. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Now Flacco gets this over the middle to Tillman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Here's Flacco. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. That's to the sideline and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
Now it's Flacco. He finds his man complete. That's Ford. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5.
Gain of 5.
They go pass again with Flacco.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for New England, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.